This is way worse than we thought. But there are some silver linings. We'll get to that. I don't want to be Debbie Downer the entire show, but this is the most we've lost in a row, losing four straight. The Dodgers at home, too. Like a place that we're just on a lock to win, losing four straight at home is not cool, and we need to right the wrong and make things happen. And we got a guy on the mound tonight that's going to hopefully be that guy, Yamamoto. Our one bright spot. Great. This show is all about pitching. I want to talk everything about our starters. I want to talk about when people are coming back. This is the whole thing. This is the whole enchilada. But before I get started with that, take a look. That's the standings, even after last night's loss, four in a row loss. There it is. Still in first place by a half a game. So, Dodger fans, hold your head up. Let's get back on track here, okay? So this show is straight up pitching all the way through, and we talk about way worse than we thought. Let's talk about each one of these pitchers that is one of our starters currently, and let's talk about what they're doing. Clayton Kershaw, the three-time Cy Young Award winner, MVP, World Series. This guy's done it all, okay? He's done it all. He's the go to the Dodgers, but 11.25 ERA does not help his cause. He only pitched 4 innings, but hey, it's one showing. He had a couple good showings in AAA, so you got to give him another shot at it. They did have 2 strikeouts in those 4 innings, okay? So 11.25, that's not good. All right, Kersh. The one thing about Kersh is we notice is he does have trouble in that first inning. So can that be something? If Kershaw in his next start can get past that first inning without giving up any runs, I think we have an opportunity for him to get a quality start on that pitch, in that pitching. So my thoughts right there, Kershaw, you got to run him out there again. You don't have a lot of choices. I'll get to all the guys, the injury updates, and all that. But Kersh, the return, not like we'd like to see it, but you know what? Give him another shot at it. Let's see what happens. Okay, Knack. What was that all about yesterday? Okay, so Knack was scheduled to start, but then Dreyer starts and pitches a couple innings, and then Knack comes in. And supposedly the reason being is because the Dodgers have been giving up runs in the first inning, so they're trying to combat that, have someone solid started off. Didn't work out that way for the Dodgers. Went down 7-0 quick, and not good. So Knack, you see what he's done. 2 wins, 1 loss, 6.17 on the ERA. That's massive. But he is who we have right now. The 27-year-old is a guy that we need at this point, and we need him to get through some innings without giving up the long ball. 23.1 innings pitched. He's got 23 strikeouts. His whip, 1.54. So that's Landon Knack. Knack's been giving up knocks. We'd like to see him stop that and figure out how to pull batters a little bit better going on. But look, he's a guy, and this is why we're losing, not because of Knack, but because our ERAs and our starting pitching is not good, because we literally have a mash unit for starting pitchers. There's so many injuries on our pitching that it hurts. It hurts to see it, and it makes me a little bit sad. All right, let's keep going here. Next up on the list, let's talk about Dustin May. Ah, did he look a little sketchy to you? I feel he looked a little herky-jerky his last outing. I'm not sure, but I feel like his confidence from the first few starts to his last start has been kind of wavering a little bit. 1-4 is his record. He's been part of 8 different games. He's pitched 44 innings. He's got 41 strikeouts. So he's pretty much getting a strikeout per innings. But then when he leaves a ball out and over the plate, that's when he gets rocked. 1.28 is his whip right now. But the 443, you got to see him trim that down, start breaking it down a little bit, and do what he can to put the Dodgers in the game. And it seems like the Dodgers have some offense, but when you're going to give up 7 runs and you're going to give up 8 runs, not that Dustin's doing all that, but when you as a team does that, it makes it so much harder for the Dodgers to come back. And even last night was a close comeback for a team that was out of it, losing 7-0, but they still managed to make a game of it down towards the end. And there you go on that. So Dustin May, need him to kind of step things up on that, and let's see if we can get that ERA. And then let's talk about the bloody knuckle guy. Yeah, let's talk about Tony Gonsolin for just a second. What was up with that? What was up with that? His start the other day, and you could see that it was like the knuckle right here was broken open. Right here, yeah, was broken open, and so he kept having to wipe the blood on his pants all the time to be able to get the pitching. And to start a whole game off like that, man, that's not something you want to do as a starter to already be bleeding like that. And you saw how much blood was on his pants before the game even started. So his ERA just above the 4 mark, 2-0. His record, he's been part of 4 games, 20 innings pitched. He's had 24 strikeouts, so that's a bright point. I like he's trending in the right direction. Let's hope he can do a little bit more and help the Dodgers stay in it and just get, basically, it's quality starts. The Dodgers need quality starts, and they need quality starts of their pitchers. They need a guy to go 4 innings and not give up runs. Because if the Dodgers pitching can do that, the Dodger pitching can pretty much stop most teams. That's kind of how you got to look at it. But one of the biggest things, though, for the Dodgers as far as starting pitching goes is Yoshinobu Yamamoto. You got to give him credit. 9 games he's been part of. Look at that ERA, 2.12, a 5.3 record, 5 wins, 3 losses. I love the strikeouts, 59 strikeouts in 51 innings. That's pretty darn good. That number's improved. Look at the whip, .98 for Yamamoto. And you know what? You got to look at tonight. Yamamoto is a guy on the mound, so you got to hope that Yamamoto could step to it. But you got to give credit to last night's game. Just want to touch on that just for a second. What was going on? Dreyer starting off for the first 2 innings, then Knack. I know that the Dodgers said because of first inning miscues was the reason. But did Kim look confused out there in center field? Is it just me? Am I the only one? I thought Kim looked very confused in center field. And if you're going to put Tommy Edman on the field at the same time you're going to put Kim on the field, I think you switch those positions. I think you put Kim at second base and you put Edman out there in center field. Because he just does not look like he's comfortable out in center field. Could I be wrong? Sure. I could be wrong. But if you tell me that Kim looked comfortable, you're probably the one wrong. Because he did not look comfortable out there in center field. And then Conforto. Batting below 170 right now. Has been the whole season. What do you do? You got Dalton Rushing, who's been working on his outfield play, sitting on the bench. Couldn't Dalton come in and just maybe give Conforto 2 days off to get out of a funk? I'm not sure. Or do you want him to play out of the funk? Or what's going on there? But I feel like you got to give Rushing a shot other than the 2 times a week that he's going to be in for Will Smith. He's been working on his outfield position. I think you got to play the guy. He's a young gun. Let him go. Let the guy play. Let it happen, right? Don't fight it anymore, Dodgers. Let the kids play. All right. Tonight, Yamamoto going against Nelson. This is the chance to get that losing streak done. 4 in a row. The biggest losing streak of the season for the Dodgers needs to end tonight, and Yamamoto is the guy to do it. 2.12 ERA, 5.3 his record. Nelson's 1-1, 5.13 his ERA. He's got 28 Ks, but I mean Nelson's ripe for the hitting. With a right-handed pitcher, 5.13 is his ERA. If the Dodgers don't come out of this tonight, I'd be very surprised. This is almost a guaranteed win with Yamamoto on the mound. And man, I hate to jinx it, but that's not even a real thing anyways. All right. Hey, that's going to do it, man. That was a great show all about pitching. But let me tell you this before I go. Let's give you the breakdowns. Outman has been moved out, made room for Teo yesterday. Snell, they're saying mid-July, bullpen session coming. Glasnow, bullpen session on the way. Possibly June for him. That would be awesome to see these guys come back. Shohei, they're saying after the All-Star pitching, could they bump that up because of the starters' problems? Sasaki, early June. Phillips, early June. Right off Stone and Grove, they're not coming back till 2026. River Ryan, 2025. Gratterall in September, he'll be back. And Trinan looking for June. And that is your complete pitching update for the Los Angeles Dodgers. I'm Brad J. As you go through the day, remember to think Dodger blue and let's go Dodgers.